Hi everybody, welcome to Heart Alchemy Yoga. My name is Michelle Goldstein, and Heart Alchemy Yoga is the practice of transforming everything into love. And the essence of everything everywhere is ultimately love and energy. Everything else that comes up within it is just stuff. So in this practice, the whole point is to get back to the essence of who we are. So this first practice is stillness, and the quality of stillness, once we cultivate it, allows the energy of love to flow freely. So let's go ahead and get started. Come to sit in a comfortable cross-legged position and close your eyes. Roll your shoulders back away from your ears. And begin to draw your awareness to your breath. And begin to deepen your breath. Allow your breathing to be full and thorough. Allow your body to become more still without forcing it to be still. Just allow your body to still. And gently reach your arms up, open your eyes, sweep the arms way up high. And exhale, bring the palms together in front of your heart. Good. And again, inhale, the arms reach up, out and up. Lift through the side body. Good. Exhale, fold forwards, come to all fours, hands and knees. Good. Go ahead and tuck your toes, everybody, and lift your hips up, and let's press back to downward facing dog. So stillness, considering everything in the universe, is moving, including the floor that you're practicing on, the walls around you, your yoga mat. Everything is moving in the whole universe. And so in stillness, we're talking about cultivating a sort of stillness that's actually responsive to movement. So in this downward dog, if you need to move to adjust yourself, to get more comfortably into the posture, just be mindful of the adjustments that you make. Be mindful of every little micro movement that gets you deeper into your pose as you breathe. It is important to make notes. For example, every time I come to down dog, I shift a little to one side or the other side, or maybe I like to pedal out my heels, but not for any other reason, but just to inform yourself of your tendencies, of how you tend to be, how you tend to move, and to be mindful of when you're fidgeting and when you're actually moving yourself deeper into a state of calm and stillness. Good. So start to lift the shoulder blades up the back. Flex your quads so the thighs engage a lot, the kneecaps lift. And push the floor away from you. Good. Inhale, shift forwards to plank position, top of a push-up. And exhale, slow motion, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Good. Release your toes when you get to the floor. Turn your toes in slightly, heels out. Elbows hug in by the rib cage. Press up to cobra pose. On an inhale, lift your heart. Good. Exhale, lower yourself all the way down. And on an inhale, press yourself up to cobra pose. Shrug the shoulder heads back. Good. Exhale, lower yourself down. Nice. One more time, press to cobra pose. Work the tops of the feet down. Pubic bone press, hands press, heart lifting. Good. Exhale, lower yourself down. And then go ahead and tuck your toes and press either to plank or, if you like, through child's pose and back to downward facing dog. Good. Take a deep breath in through your nose, and maybe even close your eyes if it helps you. Exhale out your mouth. Good. Lift your right leg up as you inhale. And as you exhale, step your right foot all the way up to the front of your mat. And step your left foot up to meet your right. Good. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Shift your weight just slightly forwards to the balls of your feet. Exhale, fold in half. Inhale, rise up to stand. Circle the arms, reach up. Exhale, the palms connect in front of your heart. Good. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, fold forwards into the legs. Inhale, elongate your spine. Exhale, step the left leg straight back behind you. Good. And step back to downward dog. Lift the right leg straight up and back as you inhale. Now, as you exhale, hug the right knee into your chest. Shift forwards to plank. Good. Plank pose now, both legs straight back behind you. Lengthen your spine. Exhale, lower down, chaturanga or the floor, your choice here. Inhale, over the toes, upward facing dog. And exhale back to downward facing dog. Good, deep breath. So in a flow practice, one of the things that I love about flow is that I find a sense of stillness, especially within the flow. So when our bodies move, our mind begins to still. And this is a powerful means for quieting the mind, is just working it out with some flow first. When the body becomes still, the mind starts to move. So we're cultivating a mental stillness. Lift the left leg up. Inhale. And exhale, hug the left knee into your chest. Set the left foot down at the front of your mat. And step your right foot up to meet your left. Good. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to stand. Press the feet, circle the arms. And exhale, the palms meet at the heart. Good. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step your right leg straight back behind you. Good. Step your left leg back and up to a down dog split. Inhale. And exhale, hug the left knee into your chest. Good. Plank position. Inhale, both legs straight. Exhale, lower chaturanga. Inhale, over the toes, up dog. The thighs lift, the palms press. Good. Use your belly to draw the hips back. Downward facing dog pose. So to find the harmony of stillness of the mind and movement of the body, and with the stillness of the body, we can consciously move the mind to wherever we want it to be. So this is taking the reins of our life, and this is the practice of yoga. Good. Inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, walk or hop your feet up to the front of your mat. Good. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, rise up to stand. Press the feet, reach the arms. Beautiful. Exhale, the palms connect at the heart. 2 more of those. Inhale, the arms reach up. Surya Namaskar A. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, heart lifting. Exhale, step or jump to chaturanga. Good. Flip over the toes. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale the hips back to downward facing dog pose. Deep, conscious breath. So whenever you remember, deepen your breath. It's a great practice to get into. And the nice thing about the breathing practice is that it's always available, no matter where you are, no matter what you do. Whenever you remember, oh yeah, it's right there. And every single deep breath that we take takes us deeper into the heart of peace, deeper into the heart of life, and certainly deeper into the heart of stillness. Lift the heels up, inhale. Exhale, walk or hop your feet up to your hands. Good. Lengthen as you inhale. Fold in as you exhale. Good. Rise up as you inhale. And connect as you exhale. The palms meet in front of the heart. Good. One more of those. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, bow to the legs. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, move through your flow. Step or jump to chaturanga. Good. Inhale, upward facing dog. Good. Exhale, back, downward facing dog pose. Good. Start to work the inner hands down a little bit, the inner heel of the hand and the mounds of the pointer finger and thumb. Lift your right leg up as you inhale. And exhale, step the right foot all the way up to the front of your space. Come up to crescent pose on the back toes. Beautiful. Bring your right hip back a little bit, left hip forwards. And lots of cat tilt with the pelvis, so the pubic bone and frontal hip points lift up, and the lower ribs soften into the back ribs. Hug the inner thighs together. Soften your gaze. This practice, we're integrating quite a bit of standing balance postures. So oftentimes when we're focused like that, we tend to get a harsh look in our eyes. So maybe put a little kindness in your eyes. It's another good practice. Bring the palms together in front of your heart. And simply step your left foot up to meet your right foot at the front of your space. Good. Now with the palms together, inhale, reach the arms straight up to the sky, and then with wide arms, fold forwards. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, step or jump to chaturanga. So this particular sequence, inhale, upward facing dog, will definitely build a little bit of cardiovascular heat in the body. Exhale, downward dog. Good. Float your left leg up as you inhale. Good. Exhale, step the left foot all the way through. Rise up to crescent pose. And just allow your body to settle in, right? It's the sort of stillness that is responsive to movement. It's not the idea of becoming frozen. That's rigid. So we're allowing life to flow. It's the sort of stillness if you were to spin a top and watch it spin so quickly that it appears still, but it's actually in very rapid movement. But it's harmonious movement, it's responsive movement. Now lift the front of the pelvis up, tailbone lengthens down. That's it. Lower ribs soften into the back ribs. Yes. Shoulders slide down the back, heart lifting, inhale. Good. Exhale, the palms connect at the heart. And step your right foot up to meet your left. Good. With the palms together, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. And now in flow, inhale, lengthen out. And exhale, step or jump to chaturanga. Beautiful. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Lift your right leg as you inhale. Exhale, step the right foot through to crescent. Rise up as you inhale. And then exhale, the palms meet at the heart. The left foot steps up to meet the right. Good. With the palms together, reach the arms up. And with wide arms, fold in. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, step or jump back. Good. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, back, downward facing. Lift the left leg, please. Inhale. Good. Exhale, step through to lunge. Crescent pose. Inhale, float the arms up. Exhale, the palms connect. Step your right foot up to meet your left. Good. Palms together. Inhale, reach up. Good. Exhale, fold in half. Good. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, step or jump to chaturanga. So we'll just take one more round of these. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, back, down dog. Lift the right leg. Inhale. Good. Exhale, step through, crescent pose. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, palms connect. Left foot steps up to meet the right. Nice. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, flow, step or jump. Nice. Inhale, upward dog. And with the breath, exhale, downward dog. Lift the left leg. Inhale. Good. Exhale, step through to lunge. Come up, crescent pose. One breath. And exhale, the palms meet. Step the right foot up to meet the left. This time, everybody bend your knees. Come to chair pose. Utkatasana. You can either have the feet hips apart and parallel, or you can bring the feet together. Either way. Reach the arms up when you're ready. Good. Lengthen the tailbone down. Frontal hip points lift up. Now shift your weight back to your heels. And deep breath as your heart beats in your chest, right? This is how it feels to be alive. That's a good thing. Yes. One more breath. Sit down 1 more inch. Good. Exhale, fold forwards. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen out. Now exhale, vinyasa. Make your way back through your flow. You can always put your knees down, by the way, to rest. Inhale, upward dog, or skip vinyasas if you like. Exhale, down dog. And this time without lifting your leg now, step your right foot up to your hands, please. Spin your back heel flat to the floor this time. Now before you come up to warrior one, turn your back toes in a little bit and hug your right hip into your left hip. Good. Now, reach the arms up, come up warrior one. Hug the inner thighs together and work the outer edge of the left foot down. So root the outer left foot and lift the inner arches of both feet. Slide the shoulders down the back. Hug the inner thighs together. And just one more breath here. Exhale, release the hands down to your mat. Step back to plank. Good. Bring your feet together. Please roll to the outer edge of the left foot. Reach the right arm up for Vashisthasana. So if you want to modify, you're welcome to put your left knee down on your mat. You're welcome to always put both knees down and rest, just to reiterate that. If you're working here, see if you can lengthen the tailbone down towards your heels and square off your hip points to face the wall in front of you. So the right hip actually comes forwards just a little bit this way. There you go. Then lift up through the middle. One more breath. Good. Release to plank position and either shift back to downward dog or lower down chaturanga. Good. Inhale, upward facing, perfect. Exhale back to downward facing dog pose. Beautiful. Step your left foot up without lifting your legs. Spin the back heel flat. Good. Before you come up, hug the outer right foot down towards the ground and the left hip into the right hip. Nice. Now keep that. Come on up, warrior one. Feel the inner leg muscles engage a lot here in this pose. That will help you level the hips. That will help you bring that outer right hip forwards. Yep, outer right thigh spirals forwards. Maybe you lift the pelvic floor, draw the navel in and up, soften the shoulders, and sit down 1 more inch into the pose. Beautiful. Release your hands down, please. Step to plank. Bring your feet together and roll to the outer edge of the right foot. Reach the left arm up. Good. Slide the shoulders away from your ears. Now, balance poses focus the mind. Balance poses do cultivate the quality of stillness. When we're in them, when we're falling out of them, they sometimes cultivate the energy of frustration. But the alchemy of the heart is transforming that into love. So watch what comes up for you and see if you can transform it with your breath, with the energetic dynamic of the pose into love and energy, which is what it is anyway, at its essence. Lift your hips up, 1 more breath. Good. Release to plank, and either back to down dog or vinyasa. Perfect. Good. Lift your heels up. Please inhale. Exhale, float your feet up to the front of your mat. And we'll just do that same sequence now 1 more time. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, forward fold. Good. Bend your knees. Please come to chair pose just for 1 breath. Lengthen the tailbone down. Arms float up. Exhale, fold forwards. The legs straighten. Good. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, vinyasa, step or jump. Beautiful. Inhale, upward dog. Slide the shoulders away from the ears. Exhale back, downward facing dog pose. Step your right foot up to your hands, please. Back heel spins flat now. 1 breath, warrior 1, come up. And then you'll exhale, release the hands down to your mat. Step to plank, pause here for a moment. Roll to the outer left foot, reach the right arm up. For 1 breath, hips lift, heart opens. Exhale, release the right hand down. Plank, chaturanga. Beautiful. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog pose. Step your left foot up to your hands, please. Come up to warrior 1 pose. Inhale. And exhale, release your hands down. Step to plank. Roll to the outer right foot. Left arm floats up. For 1 breath, firm the belly to support the middle. And exhale, release to plank. And lower yourself down. Beautiful. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale back, downward facing dog pose. Nice. Take a deep breath in, everybody, through your nose. And exhale out your mouth. Just let go of anything you don't need. Lift your right leg as you inhale. And as you exhale, step the right foot up to your hands. Come up, warrior 1 pose, please. Let's open up to warrior 2 on the exhale. Beautiful. In this warrior 2 today, go ahead and take your left arm and wrap it underneath your right arm. So you're an eagle wrap, warrior 2 legs, and turn your torso like warrior 2. So turn your torsos towards me. There you go. And so the left side of the rib cage aligns with the left knee, and the left hip, and the left foot are all pointing in the same direction. Good. Still breathing here. Soften the shoulders a little bit. And then now turn to the front of your mat. And step your left leg up and over your right leg for eagle pose, Garuda asana. Good. Be gentle with yourself, right? Really, cultivating stillness is stillness of the mind. Even though the body, again, is moving, when the body is moving, the mind becomes more still. If your mind starts to move, observe where it goes and bring it to where you want it to be. So these two, the practice of observation and then taking the reins, that's how we cultivate anything we want, actually. That's how we cultivate whatever we want in our life. Now sit your butt down 1 more inch. Good. And see if you can, we're going to transition from here to standing split. So see if you can just unravel your arms and legs. Float the left leg back. Maybe you just kiss warrior 3 for a moment and gently take your hands either down to blocks or down to the floor. Deep breath, take the shoulders away from the ears and work the inner edge of the right foot down. And so with the understanding that we have the power to cultivate whatever we like, just choose wisely. Choose wisely. And when we become very still, that's when we receive the information of the heart anyway. So you listen inwards. Lengthen the left leg back. Now one more breath. Beautiful. Set your left foot down next to your right at the front of your space. Beautiful. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up to stand. Reach the arms up. And exhale, the palms connect at the heart. Beautiful. Let's keep it moving here. Inhale, the arms reach up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, vinyasa, step or jump. Beautiful. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale back to downward dog. Good. Lift your left leg, please. Inhale. Exhale, step the left foot through to lunge. Come up, warrior 1 pose. Good. Open up to warrior 2, second warrior. Good. Take a moment to align your feet. Back foot turns in just slightly. Left foot in line with the left edge of your mat. Right arm floats under the left arm for eagle wrap. I often use the word float as a cue when I'm teaching, and it's a quality of movement thing. So as you move, float through your practice, which means it's light, it's not rigid. There's a gentleness to it. Open the left knee slightly to the left. Good. Put a little softness in your jaw and a little kindness in your eyes. Then turn to your left leg. Step your right leg up and over the left leg. Good. Deep breath, everybody. Because there's no telling what will happen in life. There's no telling what will happen. But when we have the foundation of our breath, when we're coming from a place of stillness, then we're automatically, at that point, we're more at peace and we're more able to harmonize and transform whatever we're working with, even if it's a big pile of crap and you're not in the mood to deal with it, you can at least deal with it in a loving way. It's the difference between kicking and screaming and just gently moving. Sit your bottom down 1 more inch. Good. Lift the frontal hip points up a little bit to lengthen the lower back. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, unravel to standing splits. Release the arms. Maybe you touch warrior 3 for just a moment. And then hands down, let it go. Flex your feet, spread your toes. Lengthen the right leg back. Maybe you lift the corners of your mouth, because you can be still and smiling at the same time and enjoying it at the same time. It's totally possible to infiltrate your life with joy whenever you like. It's always there for you. 1 more breath. Lift what you've got, and then set the right foot down next to your left. Good. Inhale, lengthen out. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, rise to stand, reach the arms up. Beautiful. Exhale, the palms connect at the heart. Nice. Okay, from here, we're just going to come from standing to Ardha Chandrasana, half moon pose. So some of you might like to use a block in half moon, which is fine. You can take your block, use it for under your right shoulder. For everybody else, just take your left leg and lift it, and extend it back and float your way into half moon. Good. Breathe, everybody. Breathe. Think about your right sitting bone for a moment and point your right sitting bone to your left heel to bring the right leg into external rotation. Perfect. Good. Firm your belly and draw the lower ribs into the back ribs. Good. Hug all this in. There you go. Perfect. Flex your left foot. Good. Gently step back to warrior two pose. Take your left hand to your left leg, right arm reaches up, reverse warrior, inhale. Good, exhale the right hand to the inner right foot to the floor for side angle pose. Some of you maybe use a block under the right hand. And you're also welcome to take your right elbow to your right thigh. But again, take that right sitting bone to the left heel. Now open the right knee a little bit to the right so that you keep that external rotation with the right leg. In there. Perfect. Now work the outer edge of the left foot down a lot. And the inner right foot press. And the left thigh draws back into its hip socket. So the left thigh press back a little bit. Good. Shoulders away from the ears. Good. Belly in. One more breath. That's all. Come up to warrior two. You're doing amazing, everybody. Press your right leg straight and lengthen into triangle pose. If you want to shorten your stance a little bit, you're welcome to hop that back foot up a few inches. If you feel comfortable, with a longer stance, that's fine as well. But breathe. And see, this is what I mean by when you get silent. When we get silent, we can receive the information of the heart. We can receive the information of the body. And so you start to feel it out, and it sounds kind of vague, but the instruction of yoga is actually pretty vague because it's sort of like you're on your own, and you just map out the path as you go. And so to listen inwards, to get very, very still and listen inwards, you'll receive all the information that you need, and you'll know exactly where to put your feet. For example, one more breath. Okay, come up to warrior two pose, bend your right knee, and release your hands down to your mat. Step back to plank pose, upper push-up, and lower yourself down, chaturanga. Good. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale back, downward facing dog pose. Lift your heels up, inhale. Exhale, float your feet up to your hands. Good. Lengthen, inhale, and fold as you exhale. Good. Inhale, rise up to stand, reach the arms. Exhale, the palms connect at the heart. Beautiful. Just take a moment to feel both feet on the ground. And then from here, we'll transition to half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. Just simply lift the right leg up and float it straight back behind you. Just breathe with it, everybody. Don't worry about perfect balance. Perfection is a myth anyway. It doesn't actually exist. And everybody falls. Everybody falls. Not everybody gets back up is the thing. So if you wobble, if you fall, enjoy it. This is how it is to be human. And if you were already a yoga master, then you wouldn't have any reason to come practice, right? There's no reason to practice if you already know everything. You could go study Kung Fu or something instead. But you're here now, and you're an amazing work in progress. We all are. Softly, softly step the right foot straight back. Plant that right foot, come to warrior two. Good, reverse warrior on an inhale, float up and back. And exhale to side angle pose, the left hand to the inner left foot, maybe to a block, maybe to the ground. Maybe you take that left elbow up on the left thigh. Take that left sitting bone and point it to your right heel. So there's a tendency for that front knee to collapse inwards. Open the front knee. Open that left knee to the left a little bit. And maybe even start to think about the crown of your head aligned with the left foot and the left knee. This can be a challenging pose to breathe into, but see if you can breathe anyway. And what can you relax a little bit? That will actually help to cultivate stillness as well. So obviously you're working. Obviously there's effort involved here. But what can you relax to allow the pose to sort of do the work for you? And you find stillness in the mix. You find stillness in the work. From here, come up to warrior two. Good. Press your left leg straight. Adjust your feet so that you have them the way that you want them to be. And lengthen forwards into triangle pose. You can use a block under the left hand here as well. Personally, I like the block on the outside of the front foot, because then you can really start to draw the shoulder blades back and take the front body into the back body. And see if you can gather a little more length through the left side of your torso. Yeah, a little more of that. Like shorten the right side of your torso to lengthen the left side. Just check in, where is my mind? Where do I want it to be? By the way, stillness always brings us to the present moment. When we're completely still, we're just simply receiving life. And if there's a goal in yoga, that's the goal right there. And when it starts to feel like forever in a pose, it's not forever. Only infinity is forever. Only eternity is forever. So this life is actually pretty transient. Take one more breath. Come up to warrior two. It's fleeting. These moments are actually pretty quick. Beautiful. Release your hands down to your mat. Step back to plank position. And lower down chaturanga. Good. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back, downward facing dog pose. Good. From here, just go ahead and unplug your hands. Walk your hands backwards to your feet. And bring your hands to your hips. Come all the way up to stand, please. Come up to stand. Release your arms by your side for Tadasana. And we'll work a little standing balance from here. So stand on your right leg to start and take your left foot to tree pose. You can bring the palms together in front of your heart. You can take the arms up if you like. But whatever you do, do it mindfully. Do it with care. And do it with your whole heart. As long as you're doing it, may as well. So take from here your left ankle and cross it over your right thigh. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh and bend your right knee so you're in half chair pose. Usually I bring my palms together in front of my heart in this pose. Personally, I work with a few back injuries, so I like to practice on the more conservative side. However, if you want to extend the arms up, you can. Just be mindful that you're keeping your core super engaged here. And flex your left foot. Shoulder heads back. Shoulder blades together. Beautiful. And from here, slowly come up. Lift your left knee in front of you. Keep it lifted. Extend the left leg straight in front of you just for one breath. Good. And set your left foot down next to your right. Beautiful. Okay, from here, stand on your left leg and take tree pose with the right foot. Let your gaze be as if you were at the beach watching the tide roll in. So soft, open, expansive. When we become too focused on something, it can become tunnel vision, where we actually lose sight of the periphery. What we're looking for in yoga is actually awareness. So it is focus, but it's not too honed in. Sometimes it is, but in these moments, allow your awareness to be all pervasive. We're open, still, quiet, and conscious of what we're doing. Okay, from here, cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Bend your left knee. Bend your left knee. Flex the right foot. Shoulder blades come together without collapsing through the middle, so make sure you keep corset the lower ribs in and lengthen the tailbone down. Beautiful. Come up, lift the right knee in front of you. Beautiful. Straighten the right leg out, and then set the right foot down next to the left. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Walk yourself out to downward facing dog pose. And just to clear the slate from there, inhale to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing. And exhale back to downward facing dog pose. And we're just going to move through one more standing balance sequence, and then you'll be on the floor. Inhale, lift your heels up. Exhale, walk or hop your feet to the front now of your mat. Good. Lengthen as you inhale and fold as you exhale. Good. Rise up on the inhale and exhale, the palms meet at the heart. Okay. Again, feel your feet on the floor. Get yourself grounded. And you'll stand on your right leg again. We're going to take the nataraj. We're going to catch your inner left foot from behind with your left hand. Good. So from here, just a couple of things. Make sure you maintain a lot of cat tilt with the pelvis and keep your hips level. So the left hip is going to want to open up, but see if you can keep the left hip level with the right. Extend your right arm up. Good. And gently kick your left foot back into your left hand. And maybe you start to tip forwards a little bit. Put a little kindness in your eyes. And allow yourself to be human. Because you're already human. So observe any dialogue that comes up in your mind and just observe it as that. It is just dialogue in the mind. And then when we come to a place of stillness, it transcends the dialogue. It transcends the words, the labels, and certainly any criticisms or judgments. So we're coming to a place of love. Slowly come up, lift your left knee in front of you, keep it lifted. Good. Now from here, see if you can grab either the outer left knee with the right hand, or some of you maybe grab the outer left foot with the right hand and extend the left leg straight. I should let the girls do this because they're warmed up and I'm definitely not. And also, I never fall, so I wouldn't want you to see me fall. I fall all the time, actually. And I've learned to fall laughing. I've learned to fall with joy and gratitude for my practice. And it's the same experience whether you do that. Well, it's falling is falling, but if you do it joyfully or if you do it hating on yourself, like there's a huge difference there. So do it lovingly. It changes the whole experience for the better. See if you can reach the left arm back more. Good. Gently come back to center and release. Feet together, palms together at your heart. Close your eyes for a moment and just remember why you practice. Remember why you're here. And then with that foundation, stand on your left leg, catch the inner right foot from behind with your right hand. Cat tilt, so lengthen the tailbone down. Left arm reaches up. Right hip comes forwards a little bit, and then move yourself into the Nataraj, the dancing Shiva pose. Deep breath. So allow yourself to be still without forcing it, without holding it. Allow it to be. Allow it to be. And slowly come up. Lift your right knee in front of you. Keep it lifted. And then grab either the outer right knee with the left hand or the outer right foot with the left hand. And extend that right leg forwards. Right arm reaches back. So also, by the way, at home, you're welcome to use a strap around the bottom of the right foot if you can't reach the right foot with a straight leg, or the left foot for that matter, either leg. Always use your props generously if they help you. Beautiful. Come back to center. Release. Right foot next to left foot. Palms together in front of your heart. Beautiful work, everybody. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forwards. Inhale, lengthen, flat back. Exhale, step back to plank position. And lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Good. Release your toes. Bend your knees. Catch your feet with your hands. Okay, so we'll come in for bow pose now, just starting to get closer to the floor. Well, yeah, you're on the floor. Come on up, lift up. Don't get any closer than that. Spread your toes. And see if you can inhale maybe for 30% of your normal capacity and exhale for like 50 or 60%. It will help you stay in the pose calmly. One more breath. Good. Release. Rest. As long as we're in the neighborhood, let's just go ahead and take a second set, as long as we're here. Just one more back bend. Bend your knees. Catch your feet. Come on up when you're ready. Let the back of your neck be long here. Yes, so you can look up a little bit, but keep the back of your neck long so the main line of energy in the body is free-flowing. And keep the knees about hips apart. That's it. One more breath. Good. Release. Rest. Beautiful. Flip over onto your back. Bend your knees. Feet on the floor. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh. And take thread the eye of the needle pose. I'll give you an adjustment. So allow your left knee to come towards you without forcing it. Just feel what happens when we let go of any resistance, when we let go of any gripping or forcing, and just allow it to happen. Allow the stillness of the moment to permeate the experience. And observe what happens when you do that. Just as we observe what happens when we shift one leg or another leg or make subtle adjustments in any way in our lives. Just watch what happens, because really we're putting the pieces of a puzzle together as we learn how we work and also how we work best. So we're learning to constantly step it up and raise it up higher. Just ourselves. Even though there's nothing to improve, at the same time, there's always room for improvement. So we're not here to change anything. We're here to actually work precisely with what we have, with deep acceptance and reverence for our lives, with the understanding that there's always room to grow. And the nature of the universe is ever changing. So again, just like with any movement, it's learning to be responsive to change as opposed to resisting it. Go ahead and release. Hug your right knee into your chest. Left leg straight. Release your right arm to the floor next to you. And take a twist to the left. Come back to center, please. Bend your knees, feet on the floor, and go ahead and cross your left ankle over your right knee this time. And take thread the eye on the other side. And again, feel the front of your body sink down into the back of your body. So start to surrender the weight of your body to the weight of the floor. And allow your left knee to come towards you without forcing it. So if it doesn't come towards you easily, then it's just not meant to be. And sometimes when we open the door, let go of resistance and just allow, when we get still and stop fidgeting, everything just sort of happens. That's the magic moment that everything clicks into place. And that's the thing, is everything's already in place. So just letting go of the trying to control and manipulate. And those things that we tend to do, when we become very still, they fall away naturally. Go ahead and hug your left knee into your chest, your right leg straight to the floor, and then take a twist to the other side. Beautiful. Come back to center and hug your knees into your chest. Go ahead and rock and roll yourself forward and back until you come all the way up to sit. Let's go ahead and turn around. Close your eyes. And again, practice being still without holding yourself still. And feel yourself in your natural state of love and energy. And so, from here, bring your palms together in front of your forehead. Palms together in front of your lips. Palms together in front of your heart. And lift your heart. Bow your head. Namaste.